Hola, ¿qué tal? Esta información está en paquete 17 y 18, and I believe this is your last video that you have for the entire year. This is on commands or mandatos. This was created by a student teacher that we had a couple years ago, and it's so awesome that we continue to use it. First thing, in English, just a brief review of commands. In English, we tell people to do things all the time. Do this and do that. We also get told to do things all the time. Do your homework. Eat your peas. This is definitely different than saying you eat your peas today or you are eating your peas, because those are statements. They're not commands. So a mandato, that's the word in Spanish for command. What we're going to learn today is we're going to learn today how to command one person how to do something. And it's someone that you know very, very well, so it's a to command. So it's someone that you would call by his or her first name. Affirmative to commands. Go ahead and write this down. It's telling someone what to do. More specifically, it is telling someone that you know well. So remember, you use tú versus usted when you refer to that person by his or her first name, when they're about the same age as you, or you don't really have to show respect. So it's not necessarily like a doctor, a trainer, a coach, anything like that. Second thing, go ahead and write this down. To form affirmative to commands, take the to form and drop the s. For example, we want to say the command wash the dishes. So you take the verb lavar, which is to wash, put it in the to form because you're talking to one person. Lavas minus the s, lava. Lava los platos is your command. The second way that you could think about this is that you're not necessarily using the to form. You're really using the he, she form, but you're directing it at one person. So there's two different ways that you could remember how to form the command. One way is to put it in the he, she form. One way is to put it in the to form and drop the s. It's up to you which makes more sense to you and your brain. Let's practice. So clean the kitchen. The first part in clean the kitchen, we have the infinitive limpiar. Put limpiar in the to form, minus the s, limpia. Limpia la cocina. So that's how you're commanding one person. You could put their name in front of it and say, Juan, limpia la cocina. Notice also there's the exclamation points around it. Another one, bring the gift. Traer is the verb that means to bring. Put it in the to form. Traes minus the s. Trae. That leaves you with the command. Trae el regalo. Bring the gift. Right now, the end of Spanish 1, we're not going to do negative commands yet, such as don't bring the gift or don't sweep the floor, don't clean the kitchen. These have a different form, so we're just going to stick with the positives right now, or the affirmative commands. Packet page 17. Clean the kitchen. Vamos a practicar. So again, you start with the verb in the infinitive. Put it in the to form. Drop the s. And you get limpia la cocina. What about decorate the living room? That's a new vocab word. Start with the infinitive decorar. Decora la sala, muy bien. Vacuum in Spanish. Pasar la aspiradora. The command? Excelente. Pasa la aspiradora. Iron the clothing. Planchar la ropa is where you start. That becomes plancha la ropa. Excelente. Buy soda. Comprar is to buy. Muy bien. Compra refrescos. Sweep the floor. To sweep, you know, is barrer el suelo. Muy bien. Barre el suelo. Open the gifts. Abrir is our new vocab word. Fantástico. Abre los regalos. Wrap the gifts has a star next to it because we're using the verb envolver. And we learned earlier this week, volver is an O-T-U-E boot verb. Muy bien. Envuelve los regalos. The last one, run! Your coach is yelling at you in practice. Corre! Excelente. Packet page 18 stresses the irregulares. So we know that normally you put the verb in the to form and then take off the S. And that gives you the command. But there are 8 of them that don't follow that pattern. Packet page 18. Decir changes to D. Hacer changes to az, H-A-Z. Poner, pon. Salir, sal. Tener, ten. Venir, ven. Ir, ve. And ser, se. And notice that se has an accent on it. If you conjugate all of these verbs in the yo form, you'll notice that almost all of them are what type of verbs? Yep, they're yogos. They're all irregular in the yo form. Ir and ser are not yogos, but they're still irregular. Voy and soy. So this should help you remember them, that they're all irregular in the yo form. A little bit more. There is a song that can help you remember this, so go ahead and write this one down. It goes to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Diaz, pon y sal, ven, ten, ve y se. These are irregular 2 commands. Learn them right away. Don't worry, you're going to be singing with me tomorrow in class. Again, to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Diaz, pon y sal, ven, ten, ve y se. These are irregular 2 commands. Learn them right away. There's 2 other ways that you can go over them. There's another song. I'm going to show that one to you tomorrow, and an expression with the famous actor Vin Diesel. We'll go over those tomorrow. Right now, your job was just to get your notes down. So just as a quick review, you start with the verb in the yo form. Start with the verb in the infinitive, put it in the to form, and drop the S. Or it's one of our verbs that's irregular in the yo form. Diaz, pon y sal, ven, ten, ve y se. They're all irregular in the yo form. They're also irregular commands. Muy bien. Vamos a practicar mañana.